Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Genuine APBT. On today's episode, I want to do a follow-up on an issue that we were having with the kennels as far as the dogs biting the wood. We retrofitted the kennels and I'll show you that in a minute. But first I want to read some scripture, and today's scripture is Matthew 7 verse 13 and verse 14. Enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is broad that leads to destruction, and many are those that enter by it. For the gate is small, and the way is narrow that leads to life, and few are those who find it. Okay, so here we go. Last time I had showed you that Zephyr did some biting on the wood kennels, and Maple had done a little bit of that too, and I believe it's because when they initially do it, they initially put their teeth on it. Their teeth have an effect on the wood, so they continue chewing, and then it's almost like a chew toy on the kennels. But a way to get around that, since I already built them out of wood, which I wouldn't do it again, I made sure to talk about that, and I had said that I would make them out of block for the first 2 feet coming off the ground, and then I would use just galvanized material and chain link 9 gauge fencing if I were to do them again. But these are made out of wood, so this is the finished product. It was a lot of work, but as you can tell, just put galvanized 1.5 inch bent steel. There you go, angle all the way around, anywhere where they could bite. All the way around. And on this side, since it was 1 inch, I had to go with 6061 aluminum, which is extremely strong. You might think aluminum is not, but that's 1 inch by 1 inch angle, 1/8 of an inch thick of 6061 aluminum, which is construction aluminum. If you do the research, the aluminum is brutal. It's super strong. So that's what it looks like inside her kennel. And then Zephyr's kennel, which is where the majority of the damage was, we got it done also with the door because he was getting that too. I mean, it's soft, so again, they enjoy doing it all the way around, all the way to the corners. We replaced the 2x4 and some of the 1.5 by 1.5 2x4 down there. That was really bad. It was all replaced, all redone. And yeah, so that's what it looks like, and this will avoid them chewing through the wood. And as you guys know, if you have American Pit Bull Terriers that are game bred and the intensity's high, the stuff that we love about them, it is almost a constant adapting and retrofitting things for them in order to keep them safe and keep them in the best way that we possibly can. I encourage you to do that. I encourage you not to give up on them. Okay, here's a few pictures for the rest of the video on my father-in-law Chris helping me out, because he's just a master at working wood and doing all kinds of construction stuff. He's just really good at that. And then a couple pictures of Maple and Zephyr, and just how amazing they look without any type of conditioning, just everyday regular exercise, just playing here in the backyard. No big deal, no intentional exercise. It's just good feeding. I really attribute it to their genetics and outstanding feeding. I wouldn't even call it good feeding, I'd call it outstanding feeding, just because Zephyr's on 95% beef. And when I mean beef, I'm not talking about hamburger. So it's liver, high quality beef, and that's just because we're going to breed them, and so it does something. You have to do the research. I'm not going to walk you through that. And then Maple also, she's not on beef, but she's getting some chicken and some beef. And they're getting their bone and their skin and all that other stuff, some of the internal organs and all that good stuff, the way we feed them here. All right, guys, just thought I'd do an update on how we retrofitted our kennels here. And like always, know them, love them, and raise them responsibly.